you had to give all these monologues. You spoke a lot.
Oh God.
Do you miss that?
Jensen once asked me, he was being very polite, but he asked me one day, he goes, okay, I got to ask you this. So Bob and I were wondering, how come when you're doing your off-camera dialogue, you're perfect. Everything's right. And then we turn around onto you, it takes you 3 takes or 4 takes to get it. And one time he asked me this, and he had a couple of drinks, so he was nicely lubed up. And it was like 3 a.m. or something stupid. And I said, listen, you're the lead. You're basically talking bollocks. They give me a story that they think is funny. They give me lines that they think is incredibly funny when they've written it on paper. I now have to read that, find a way to believe it, and find a way to make it actually mean something. Otherwise, I'm halfway through going, this is gag. It means nothing to me. So I said, that's the reason why. I'm carrying the bloody plot, or I'm carrying the counter plot, or I'm carrying the C story, or I'm carrying it's
For how many years?
I did 8.
You did 8 seasons.
And listen, I'm telling you, I love those guys. I love those guys with all my heart.
Yeah,
absolutely. We had ups and downs. I mean, the thing at the end was the weird thing.
What was the weird thing?
Nothing to do with the boys. Had nothing to do with anything else.
They didn't ask you to come back?
Well, no, it was worse than that. It was kind of tacky. It was like, well, we don't think we have enough money to pick up your option next year.
Are you serious?
Well, because they were working out how to do what they were going to do with a story that they needed to continue beyond, into the 13th and 14th seasons and rest. And I think a particular showrunner, remained nameless, was trying to kill me for about 4 or 5 years. And it was just funny because I kind of knew, because I knew the rest of the writers. But I didn't care about it. That wasn't the problem I had. The point being is I went from being a guest star that refused to sign a contract for 5 years to now I'm 3 years. I mean, Warner's put me on the poster before my deal's done. They put me on the video box. They were just like, well, you can't sort of ignore him. And then it was like, take it or leave it. And I think it was majorly about getting the boys out on a Friday more than anything else. Anyway, which is smart. I mean, for God's sakes, they've been working for 10, 11, 12 years at the time.